That stung tremendously. Don't know what to say about that one, but the New York Knicks lose a tough game to the Cleveland Cavaliers, 121 to 108. Tough game all around. This was pretty much this is the game that Donovan Mitchell had probably circled on his calendar, right? You knew. Let me just hold on. Let me just tweet that I'm live right now. This is tough game all around. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, tough game all around. You knew Donovan Mitchell had this game circle on his calendar. Oh yeah, but Knicks lose 121 to 108. Had some good things happen first half. The Cleveland Cavaliers just it sounded like it looked they couldn't miss a 3-point shot. All night they were making threes. They actually Kevin Love came in off the bench and looked like 10 years ago. Kevin Love dropped 8 3-pointers tonight. The Cavaliers as a team hit 23 total 3-pointers. Look, you're not going to win too many nights when the other team is hitting 21 3-pointers, especially when you have Donovan Mitchell really taking over the game. Donovan Mitchell tonight, 38 points, 12 assists. He hit 8 threes himself. Like I said earlier in the video, you can tell that he had this game circled on his calendar, and it was just unfortunate that it's unfortunate because in that third quarter, the New York Knicks really came out and they took the lead. They took the lead by 10. Jalen Brunson came out of that third quarter. He was playing really well. He basically took over the third quarter. So it was really unfortunate that in the fourth quarter, when the bench unit came in, everything just failed pretty much. Bench unit came in. Obi made a few turnovers. Cam Reddish made a few bad shots. It was just a disaster. Mitchell Robinson, again, was in foul trouble tonight. It was just, all in all, not a great game for the New York Knicks. From top to bottom, we can go through the individual performances, but at the end of the day, it wasn't a great game at all for the New York Knicks. So, yeah. Hold on. Let me just see if I can find my chat. Can't find the chat. Yeah, so like I said, this one stung tremendously. The Knicks are now 3-3 on the young season. We saw this stretch, right, and we were going through it. All right, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Atlanta. What are the Knicks going to do? The Knicks so far have started off this 7-game Eastern Conference contender stretch as, they're 0-2 during this stretch. So the Knicks are 3-3. The Cavs are now 5-1. Donovan Mitchell just showed you what it's like having a legit superstar on your team. And he took it on us, man. Donovan Mitchell, I believe every single game this season, Donovan Mitchell has dropped over 30 points, 40 points last game. Donovan Mitchell tonight was amazing. And this is why most Knicks fans wanted him. MSG, if you were watching the MSG broadcast, every night, like all night, they were saying, Donovan Mitchell could have been a Knick, this and that. They were even promoting it. They even showed the video of Donovan Mitchell himself saying that, look, I thought I was going to be a Knick. I wanted to be a Knick. But it is what it is. He's not a Knick. He's on the Cavs now. We easily could have won this game. First quarter, he came out firing. Donovan Mitchell could have missed in the first quarter. The Knicks they actually weathered the storm a lot in that first quarter. We were only down by a few points. Second quarter, it wasn't halftime that we were only down by like 3, and Jalen Brunson during the first half didn't get it going. The Knicks were only down by 3. I was like, okay. So second half, if the New York Knicks can get it going, if Jalen Brunson can get his offensive game going, we're golden, right? So second half, they come out the locker room, everything is hitting on all cylinders. Everything is hitting on all cylinders for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson is hitting his shot. Things are looking well. So yeah, Jaleel Crawford in the chat. What's up, man? Tough loss, yeah. extremely tough loss for the Knicks. Extremely tough loss for the New York Knicks. This one stung. I said it on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter at Knick Nation, I said it on Twitter. This one stung. Lamar Jackson, let's continue to hold on to the kids, though. That crowd is going to come out nice and strong right now. Yeah. I mean, it's not looking good, with especially the fact that Quentin Grimes is hurt right now. And it's just, yeah. This is the reason why people wanted to open up space, bring in a superstar, but it didn't happen. But it does show you what having a superstar on your team, how it can make a difference on your team. So, yeah. Sorry, but Donovan Mitchell just showed you why you could give up RJ for him. And look at Grimes. He hasn't even played yet. Yeah, man, tonight was not a good night for those in the crowd that didn't want to give up a lot for Donovan Mitchell. Look, Danny Ainge wasn't – I don't know if Danny Ainge was going to trade him to the Knicks or not. I don't know if he wanted more from the Knicks than they were offering. But all in all, it's not a good night for those people that did not want Donovan Mitchell. There was a point in that fourth quarter. He shot a three. I mean, he made a 4-point play. The Knicks couldn't defend a three to save their life all night. So, but yeah, in the fourth quarter, there was a point where he shot a three, he made it, looked directly at the Knicks bench. I believe he even pointed a little bit, but he took this game personal. This game stung. The Cavs are without Darius Garland. Still came in. Look, they were shooting lights out all night, and if they're shooting lights out all night like they did, I mean, Kevin Love every night is not hitting 7 3-pointers. It's just not happening. I mean, Kevin Love had one of his best games in his career. Kevin Love has been in this league forever now, and he came in the game off the bench and he hit 8 3-pointers. Wade hit 6 3-pointers. Donovan Mitchell hit 8 3-pointers. Those three alone killed the Knicks all night. Those were the three main culprits hitting the 3-point shot, and the Knicks had no answer for them behind the arc. They couldn't defend the three tonight. Beginning of the game, they had Evan Fournier guarding Donovan Mitchell. Now, why would they have Evan Fournier guarding Donovan Mitchell is beside myself, but that's what they did, and he got torched. They even put RJ Barrett in the game guarding Donovan Mitchell, and he got torched too. So RJ Barrett did slow him down a little bit, but look, Donovan Mitchell is a superstar, and when a team shoots that high percentage like that, there's honestly so much you can do. I mean, some of those shots they were making were, it's just, look, they were hot all night, and yeah, Lamar Jackson in the chat, embarrassing. Yeah, the 3-point defense tonight was embarrassing. The defense as a whole wasn't that great, and whether that's to do to the fact that Mitch was in foul trouble, which is unfortunate because he hasn't been in foul trouble for most of the season, I don't know. But Isaiah Hartenstein came in the game for Mitchell Robinson and played his ass off. Isaiah Hartenstein, I believe, had a double-double tonight. And, yeah, Isaiah Hartenstein, one rebound away from a double-double, almost grabbed that 10th rebound. But, look, Isaiah Hartenstein is a good back. Thank God we have Isaiah Hartenstein, right? He came in the game, backed up Mitch, and yeah, it's just unfortunate. Let's go to the chat. Lamar Jackson, I'm so tired of seeing Evan Fournier on the floor. You and I both, most fans are tired of seeing Evan Fournier on the floor, but you see why. In that third quarter, he actually hit back-to-back threes. He actually helped the Knicks gain the lead a little bit. He's in there for his shooting. He's a turnstile on defense. He's a poor defender, very poor defender. He's terrible. It's just, I'm hoping they can move him during the deadline, and hopefully Quentin Grimes. Look, Quentin Grimes got to get healthy, man. This guy last year in his rookie year was hurt most of the year. Almost half of the year he was hurt. And again, he's missed the first 5 games this season, 6 games, and now he's hurt. And we don't know what's up with his foot. Quentin Grimes got to get healthy. If Quentin Grimes was healthy, I don't think Evan Fournier would be playing the minutes that he's playing. Maybe the Knicks can go to – maybe I would have liked to see Deuce come in the game and put some pressure on Donovan Mitchell. You know, somebody had to stop Donovan Mitchell tonight, but it looked like he was on a mission. He was a man on a mission. He was sent on a mission to prove the Knicks wrong, that, look, you should have got me, and I'm going to prove it to you. And he went out there tonight, dropped 38 points and 12 assists and hit a whole bunch of threes. So just one of those nights for the Knicks, man. The Knicks aren't trading for anyone. We are stuck with the kids and 35 draft picks. Lamar Jackson. Yeah. I mean, that's the unfortunate. Look, I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I was on Twitter all summer. I wanted Donovan Mitchell. I wanted Donovan Mitchell on his team. I wanted to give them picks. I wanted to give them the kids. Look, this is the reason why you go out, you get superstars because of their performance. The performance like he had tonight, single-handedly won the game for the Cavs, and he's been lights out all season. But I don't think the Knicks are done yet. I don't think they're going to hold on to all of their assets. I don't think they're going to hold on to all of their picks. But look, they're going to trade some of the picks. They're going to open up, hopefully, because you can't just keep this log jam that you have going at the shooting guard position of Evan Fournier. You have Fournier, Grimes, Reddish. Even though Cam Reddish tonight did not look like himself like he has looked earlier on the season. Cam Reddish came in the game tonight. His body language was just way off tonight. He didn't look interested. He had a nice step back three, but after that, he was just non-existent tonight. And Cam Reddish body language was off tonight. He attempted some crazy shot, and it was just an off night for Cam. All in all, Lamar Jackson in the chat. I appreciate you guys in the chat, man. Really do. Lamar Jackson, who are they trading for? Look, I have no idea. If I had the answer to that question, I would tell you. Obviously, there's been rumors about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but OKC has committed to him. We don't know. Donovan Mitchell, to me, was that guy. Didn't happen. They stuck with their core. At the end of the day, we could have won this game. They got hot in that fourth quarter. Nothing the Knicks can do to stop them hitting so many threes. So, yeah. Just really unfortunate. Yeah, they hit 23. They attempted 53 pointers tonight, and they hit 23 threes. The Cavs hit 23 threes tonight. Donovan Mitchell attempted 13 of them, hit 8 of them. He wasn't missing. Before the game, you knew Donovan Mitchell had this game circled, balled out. Wade, the kid, the shooting guard on the team, is a great shooter. You knew he was going to light up the Knicks, and he did. Hit 6 threes himself. But the X factor was Kevin Love. Kevin Love came in his game, killed the Knicks. Knicks had no answer for Kevin Love shooting. Knicks had no answer for Donovan Mitchell shooting. Snowball effect. And it's just unfortunate because, like I said, we all saw that third quarter. We were up 9. I believe they got up 10. They were balling. Jalen Brunson was playing really well. Julius Randle was playing really well. Nobody could stop Julius Randle. Julius Randle was bullying Evan Mobley for a bit there, but it's just, look, at the end of the third quarter, I thought we were for sure going to win the game. I thought we were going to close it out. I thought the bench unit was going to come in the game. Obi Toppin came in the game first half, balled out, played really well. Thibs extended his minutes in that second quarter. Obi Toppin came in the game. He showed his shot. He was running down the court, fast breaks. Obi Toppin did what Obi Toppin does second quarter. Third quarter, Thibs stuck with Randle because Randle played really well in that third quarter, along with Jalen Brunson. They were feeding off each other. RJ Barrett had some good things in this game. Third quarter was our best quarter in this game. Then fourth quarter doom, when Thibs put that bench unit in, they couldn't withstand Cleveland. I don't think Donovan Mitchell sat in the second half. I don't think he sat at all. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he played the whole first half, and yeah, I don't think he sat, but the bench unit just was terrible. Obi was bad, had a few turnovers. Derrick Rose had a turnover. Cam Reddish had a turnover. Not a great game for the bench unit in that third quarter. It's just unfortunate because in the first half they were playing really well. And I do think if the bench unit came in that fourth quarter and played like they did in the first half, we would have won this game easily. But didn't happen. Didn't happen at all. Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Yeah, let's go through this box score. Yeah, so on the Knicks side, Evan Fournier, 16 points. He was hitting his shots, turnstile on defense, right? We know Evan Fournier what Evan Fournier is capable of, just shooting. I mean, that's it. Doesn't play defense. Doesn't do much else. He even got a technical in this game. Whatever. I mean, whatever. Evan Fournier is not sitting. So Jalen Brunson, 16 points, really got it going in that third quarter. I believe Jalen Brunson, he scored 14 of those 16 points in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, I don't think he scored. I think Jalen Brunson was quiet in that fourth quarter. Julius Randle, 15, 9, and 7. Almost a triple-double from Julius Randle. Like I said, Julius Randle in the beginning of the game was passing the ball really well, actually. Getting the ball out of his hands, passing it to Fournier, passing it to Barrett. He was playing really well. And, yeah, he, as you can see in the box score, he did force it a bit. He did do what Julius Randle does. But all in all, pretty good game from Randle. RJ Barrett, it's weird to see RJ Barrett only attempt 10 shots tonight, whether that was by design or whether most of his shots were in rhythm. It's nice to see RJ Barrett hit 3 or 4 threes in this game. Nice to see his shot come back, but it's weird that he hit 3 or 4 from 3 and he only attempted 10 shots. I would have thought, me personally, since RJ Barrett's names was in the rumors for Donovan Mitchell, that he would have came out with more urgency and he would have matched them. If not matched them, at least match him at least 75% of what Mitchell did tonight. So, okay game from RJ Barrett. To me, RJ looks maybe this is just my assessment on RJ. Like when I'm watching RJ Barrett, he looks slow on defense. Is that just me, or am I like not watching the same thing you guys are? But RJ Barrett this year just looks slow, and he looks slow on defense. He looks slow going to the basket. I don't know. It's like maybe he put on some weight and he's trying to adjust. But RJ Barrett just looks slow this year to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Mitchell Robinson, unfortunate, got into foul trouble, but his partner, Isaiah Hartenstein, came into the game and does what Isaiah Hartenstein does. 12 points, 9 rebounds, was playing great defense. He's like automatic from the floater. He shoots the floater with ease. 6 of 10. Obi Toppin came in the game, first quarter into the second, played really well. You saw Obi get going on the fast break, and you saw Obi and Amanda quickly. They had a nice two-man game going there in the first half. The Knicks got away from that in the second half. Couldn't really get a rhythm going. Cam Reddish, bad game from Cam Reddish. They put the Knicks. They were looking for answers. They put Cam Reddish on Donovan Mitchell. Nobody was stopping Donovan Mitchell tonight. So the Knicks put Reddish on the Knicks put Reddish on Mitchell. Excuse me. And look, like I said, Mitchell's body language. Cam Reddish's body language to me was just a little bit off tonight. Didn't look too interested. But Manuel Quickley and Obi Toppin, we saw a nice 2-man game going there in the first half that hopefully they can build on. And it was just unfortunate that fourth quarter the bench didn't come in the game with that energy, and they couldn't match what the Cleveland Cavaliers were bringing on their end. So yeah, Cleveland side, Donovan Mitchell, like I said before, came into this game with a mission. He probably had this game circled on his calendar. Dropped 38 points on the Knicks. Went along, 12 assists to go along with that. 12 of 20 from the field, efficient, 8 of 13 from 3, 37 minutes. Look, I said what I had to say about Donovan Mitchell. It's a great game out of him, no complaints. Evan Mobley. They didn't really get a good game out of Mobley. Allen, Karis LeVert for them was terrible. And they're two guys on their team. Kevin Love and Donovan Mitchell were the two guys that were just taking over this game. And yeah. Jalil Crawford in the chat. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Really appreciate y'all. I feel like RJ hasn't improved from last year so far. I feel that way too. I feel like his shot is inconsistent. He looks a little slow this year. He's not getting into rhythm. We want to see more of the RJ. I wasn't expecting the same RJ from last year. RJ Barrett came into the season and he wanted to be an all-star. He said that on JJ Redick's podcast. He wants to be an all-star. He wants to prove everyone wrong. He's playing well this season, but I just want to us Knicks fans just want to see more, right? We want to see him do what Donovan Mitchell did tonight. Can he do what Donovan Mitchell did tonight? I don't know. I mean, he's done it a couple of games, but Donovan Mitchell does this on the regular. Knicks fans want to see this from RJ consistently. Knicks fans want RJ to be the 1B to Jalen Brunson's 1A. If not, they want RJ Barrett to be 1A. But yeah, RJ hasn't, like, to me, he's looked slow, like I've said, and he looks on defense. He doesn't look like he's getting after it like he normally has. But that's just my eyes. Look, that's my opinion. Lamar Jackson in the chat, RJ got his bag and fell apart. I wouldn't say fell apart. RJ Barrett, he's had okay games throughout the season. Look, he hovers around that 20-point mark, right? RJ Barrett hovers around that 20-point mark. He isn't that efficient. His three-point shot this year has been awful. Defense has even taken a step back. He's not finishing around the rim. It just looks like the same old dance with RJ Barrett, right? And it's just like the same thing. But I want to see more. Hopefully we can get more. It's a long season. This is only our 6th game, so hopefully we can get more out of RJ. Yeah, Jahlil Crawford, especially when Zion and Ja look like stars. Yeah. I mean, Zion has his injury issues. Ja Morant is already a superstar. And then you had RJ coming at number 3 in that draft. But yeah, I mean, we need all-star RJ, man. If we're going to compete in the East, if we're going to be a top 6 team in the East, we need RJ Barrett to be an all-star. And right now, it's not looking like we're going to be a top 6 team. Look, I don't want to overreact, but it's just unfortunate. Maybe I'm just bitter that Donovan Mitchell just dropped 38 points on us and was pretty much couldn't miss at all. We need more. Lamar Jackson in the chat. We need more, though. Like Jahlil said, he hasn't improved from last year. Look, RJ has not improved from last. Look, I agree with you. I want to see more out of RJ Barrett. We haven't seen it this year, and he's not giving us the urgency, right? He got his money. You would think that he'll give us that urgency. He want to prove everyone wrong. He just show us, like, enough talk, enough of this BS on Twitter, enough of these RJ. I'm an RJ fan, but enough. Don't, like, call him out when he plays bad, and when he's playing well, call him out too. I mean, this is year 4. Enough of this. He's still young, blah, blah, blah. He got his money already. We want to see RJ Barrett be an all-star. We want to see him play well. And come on, man. We need RJ Barrett to play well. Lamar Jackson, RJ got to do Barrett, period. There's no excuses. I agree. I'm not going to disagree with you, man. He has to do better. Period. Excuse me. Yeah, 0 excuses for RJ. Play well, play better. Show it on the defensive end. Offensively, we know you got game. We know what you can be on the offensive end. Has your three-point shot improved? This year, it's looking like it hasn't. Tonight, good game out of RJ from 3. Only missed 1 attempt, but consistency from RJ Barrett. We want to see consistency. Get your three-point shot right. Pick it up on the defensive end. Like I said, he looks kind of slow to me. He just looks I noticed it on the defensive end that he looks like a step slower than he did last year. Last year he was getting after him more, and it's frustrating. Jahlil Crawford in the chat. It's kind of annoying seeing Knicks fans saying, "Oh, he goes through this bad shooting performance. He'll be fine. It's year 4. Why does he still struggle with the same stuff? He has to be more consistent." Yeah, I mean, RJ is homegrown. We drafted him number 3. We want to see RJ Barrett succeed. We want to see RJ Barrett be an all-star. We want to see him hopefully get to the level that Donovan Mitchell is at, or maybe extend his game to another level like his peers are at, like Ja Morant or like Zion or even what's his name in New Orleans that's escaping me. I forgot his name, but we want to see RJ Barrett take that next step. And so far this season, it's not showing. He's looking like the same RJ Barrett from last year. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying RJ Barrett last year was bad. Granted, his efficiency was bad, but his defense was great last year. his offense. Every year he improved, right? But this year it's looking like last year. It's not looking like he improved anything. Looking a step slow. Look, it's only game 6. I don't want to go too crazy on RJ Barrett. I don't want to make this an RJ Barrett show, but I've said what I had to say about RJ. We just want to see more. We want to see RJ take that next step, and we haven't seen it so far, and hopefully we get to see it. Lamar Jackson, facts, Jalil. This is year 4. Come on now. Yeah, man. Year 4, RJ. Come on. Step it up. Tonight, I wanted to see him go neck and neck with Donovan Mitchell. But nice to see them go back and forth. But it just wasn't that type of game. RJ Barrett couldn't get into rhythm. And look, I don't think we're going to see the RJ that we want to see, especially when you have ball-dominant players like Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. I just don't. I don't. RJ Barrett is going to hover around I think he's going to hover around 15 to 20 points, play solid defense. He just needs to be efficient when it comes to shooting the ball. If RJ Barrett is efficient when it comes to shooting the ball, great. I just want to see him be consistent with a shot, hit your 3-point shots, especially wide open threes, finish around. That's the main. Finishing around the rim is an issue for RJ too. I mean, it's been an issue throughout his whole career. Tonight he did pretty well, but yeah. Obi Toppin. I wanted to go back to Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin came in this game, played really well. He went to college in Dayton. It was pretty much a homecoming for him, but played really well. I don't think Obi Toppin's minutes are going to extend if Julius Randle's on this team. I just don't. I don't think Obi is going to play more than 20 to 25 minutes a game if the Knicks have Julius Randle on this team. Whether you like this lad or not, I don't think it's happening at all. I think Obi Toppin comes in the game. He plays most of the time, 85 to 90% of the time Obi Toppin comes in the game, plays really well. The 10% that he doesn't play well, Thibodeau yanks him. Ruins his confidence, doesn't get a rhythm going. It stinks because Thibodeau goes right back to Julius. And look, as long as Julius is on this team, I don't think we're going to see Obi Toppin play the minutes that we want to see him play. I just don't. It's been It's been 3 years now. We've gone through the same thing. I mean, at what point are we just gonna throw our hands up and be like, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it is what it is at this point. Us fans can cry for Obi Toppin to get more minutes. It looks like he's playing really well this season, hitting his 3-point shots, playing around the rim well, playing good defense. Tonight wasn't a great game in the second half for Obi, but great game out of Obi. I mean, okay, game out of Obi tonight, but throughout the season, he's had good games. And as long as Julius is on this team, Obi's not going to play more than 20 to 25 minutes a night unless the Knicks can do something, open up something with a trade somehow, and maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, that's my little rant on Obi Toppin because I know every game coming into the season, I wanted Obi to play more. I was hoping that Dibs would trust him and Julius to play together. Julius at the 5, maybe Obi at the 4. I was trusting that Dibs was going to do that, but coming into the season, Dibs is showing us that he wants no part of doing that. So, yeah. Who else do I want to talk about tonight? Talked about RJ, Mitch, and foul trouble. Isaiah Hartenstein was a great signing this summer. I mean, time and time this season, he has come in off the bench for the Knicks, provided offense, provided defense, and really good offensive rebound and really good defensive rebound. Isaiah Hartenstein is showing Knicks fans that he's worth the 2 years that he got. It's just nice to see iHeart be consistent. iHeart has been one of the most consistent players off the Knicks bench. Almost had a double-double tonight. Shout out to you, iHeart. You're really balling, man. Derrick Rose, IQ. See, if Derrick Rose is like, I want to see Derrick Rose. I mean, he's going to be capped out at 15 minutes a night. Obviously you have Jalen Brunson on that team. You want to see Jalen Brunson play, but Rose did some good things tonight. He made a couple of nice layups at a 3. quickly. I thought quickly had a good game in the first half. Second half, everything just fell apart for the Knicks second unit. Second half, they couldn't get going. Third quarter, it just stinks, man. Really stinks. Yeah, Knicks are now 3-3. Let's go through the schedule. We knew this stretch was going to be tough, and so far the Knicks are 0-2. They lost against the Bucks. They lost against the Cavs. Now they head back home, and they face the Hawks. Hawks are another tough team. Got to take care of business at home, though. No excuses. No excuses at all. Yeah, let's go through the schedule. So, yeah, we go back home against the Hawks. Got to take care of business at home. You don't want to go into Philadelphia on a 3-game losing streak under 500 because then you have Philadelphia, Boston, at Minnesota, and Brooklyn's a mess right now, so they could win that game. But the next 4 games are all against contenders. If you want to count Brooklyn, fine, 5. Brooklyn is, once they get their act together, if they get their act together, they're a good team. They still have, as long as you have Kevin Durant and Kyrie, you're going to give yourself a good chance to win on any given night. So I want to see the Knicks take care of business at home, go into the Madison Square Garden, win against Atlanta, beat them. We know the Hawks rivalry. The Hawks are playing okay this year, but look, tough stress for the Knicks. You got to win these games at home. You got to. So yeah, Knicks lose tonight, 121-108. Once again, I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Lamar Jackson, Jaleel Crawford. Yeah, appreciate all y'all. And yeah, I'll be here all year doing post games. And this one stung, man. This one really stung. Hold on, let me get to this quote. Lamar Jackson said, mediocrity is not acceptable. Knicks are a whole got to be better. There's enough talent on this team. Yeah, there is enough talent on this team, man. Adding Jalen Brunson to this team, $100 million man. Jalen Brunson has already shown you what he can do. These 2 last games from Jalen Brunson hasn't been that great, but tonight picked it up in the third quarter. I wanted to see him go neck and neck with Donovan Mitchell as well, but it just wasn't happening. So Jalen Brunson in that, we know what Jalen Brunson can be. We just, like at home, Jalen Brunson showed you against that game versus the Hornets where he closed it out. It's nice to have a point guard like JB. Tonight did some nice things. No complaints on JB. Just want to see him be more consistent, just like a lot of Knicks fans. So, yeah. If to me, what do you think mediocrity is? If I have the Knicks going, if you have the Knicks winning, if you have the Knicks being 500, right? To me, what does that tell you about this season? To me, you at least have to be over 500 because you have all your cap space locked up for the next couple of years. Fournier is still in the books. I think you can move Fournier. I think another team in the NBA is willing to get another shooter, right? Shooters are rare in this league, and a lot of teams need shooters. I think the Knicks can trade Fournier. I think they can open up that spot. Hopefully, Grimes can get healthy, man. We need Grimes to get healthy. Then we need to really build chemistry. First unit needs to build chemistry. Second unit needs to build chemistry. I'm not worried about the second unit because we know what they can do, especially when you have iHeart now in that second unit. But look, this game, Knicks should have won this game, man. I would have came on here and said last year the Knicks would have lost this game, and it looked kind of like last year too, right? But I just think the Knicks ran into some bad luck tonight. The Cleveland Cavaliers could have missed. They were hitting a lot of threes. Granted, the Knicks weren't helping out their cause. They were playing really poor on the defensive end. But, I mean, it just stinks. Especially it stinks that Donovan Mitchell's doing that to us. So, I don't think I'll get over that throughout the whole season. But I'm going to have to because this is our team and this is who we got to ride with. Lamar Jackson, the Lakers need a shooter. I'll send him to L.A. Yeah, man. See, Lakers need a shooter. Like I said, shooters are very valuable in the NBA. And Evan Fournier, whether you like him or not, most don't. I get that. He's a shooter. He shoots the 3 at a high level, good percentage, consistent. So, yeah. Let me yeah, sorry about that. I was screen sharing my own screen. But yeah, Evan Fournier shoots 3 at a high level, and I I think he'll be extendable at the trading deadline. So let's say the Knicks trade Evan Fournier, and so now that opens up a starting spot for Quentin Grimes, right? So Quentin Grimes going to starting lineup, plays good defense. We just need Grimes to do, like Grimes showed us last year that he can, the game against Milwaukee where he dropped 24 points, played great defense. We just need Grimes to get healthy, man. I think the Knicks are really missing Quentin Grimes. I do. I think their 3-point defense is lacking. Quentin Grimes was really a great defender last year. So just get healthy, Grimes, and we'll go from there. I mean, we can complain about Fournier being in the starting lineup all we want, but I don't see a change until Grimes is healthy. So, yep. So, yeah, tough loss. Back at it again versus the Atlanta Hawks. Like I said, appreciate you guys in the chat. If you haven't done so already, like this video, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. Appreciate y'all. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. Have a good night. Tough loss, but we'll be back. We'll bounce back. So have a good night, y'all. Peace. Hit that subscribe button.